I'm often asked, as most leadership coaches are, I'm sure, what's leadership? One view is that a leader is somebody that takes responsibility for their world. And for me, leadership development is really a journey of consciousness, which sounds a bit woo-woo, but actually the exact same thing psychiatrists talk about in the development of the adult human mind. They talk about the language of the conditioned mind and moving to the self-authoring mind. In the models that I work in, we talk about moving from safety to purpose. In some ancient wisdoms, they talk about moving from fear to love. It's all the same stuff. What we're talking about, in a way, is two different operating systems. In one operating system, that of safety and fear, an event happens and we react based on our conditioning, our programming, most of which happens before we're 4 years old. That creates reactive tendencies. The other way, the other operating model, is one where an event happens and we pause. We pause and consciously choose how we're going to respond as a leader in line with our purpose and our values. If we do that, every time we respond, then we move slightly closer to our purpose. Now, the journey of moving from the reactive tendencies and unconsciously reacting to being a conscious leader where we inspire others to be their best is what leadership development is all about. And why do I know this? Well, partly because I've spent about 1,000 hours training in various coaching and leadership models. But more importantly, because of what happened to me. I spent 25 years in some of the biggest corporate companies, the biggest tech and telco companies in the world. At one point, the fastest growing tech company in the world. And I was incredibly reactive. I was unconscious and autonomously reacting out of fear. A fear unconsciously that I was scared of people figuring out I wasn't competent. You all heard of imposter syndrome. I think I had it bad. And then one day, some coaches exposed me to myself and the unintended impact that I was having. And it was a huge shock. I realized I'd been pretending to be someone else for the last 20 odd years in work. From that moment on, my entire life was about learning to become an authentic leader. And of course, I failed many, many times over. But the level of fulfillment I had, firstly, before I left the corporate world, and then subsequently as a coach, has been amazing. It's impacted on my family, my friends, my health, and through the work that I do that's on purpose, it's impacted on thousands and thousands of teams and people. That's why I think that the leadership development journey is so, so important.